Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. And that was a no doubt bomb for Norby. Pitch, that one hammered out to left and deep. That is gone. And Agustin Ramirez does it early. Home run number 20 on the year. And he gets to Skubal in the 0-2. Stowers rips down the right field line. That gets in, and the ball game is over. Kyle Stowers with a line shot down the right field line, and it's a walk-off winner for the Fish on opening day.
It's time for Marlins on Deck on the Marlins Radio Network. Now, let's go out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Stephen Strong.
Well, greetings and welcome from the Cacti Park of the Palm Beaches in West Palm Beach, Florida, on just a gorgeous 77-degree Sunday afternoon. We're streaming live on the MLB app. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. This is the 2026 Florida Grapefruit League as we welcome in the first day of March, inching closer and closer to the real thing. And this afternoon, we bring you a matchup between the 5-2 Washington Nationals and your 3-5 Miami Marlins. Newest Marlins signee, Chris Paddack, 30-year-old right-hander, will make his second turn this spring against a team he'll see quite often in division. Paddack will go opposite Brad Lord, former 18th round selection back in the 2022 MLB draft from the University of South Florida. He will make his first start and second appearance of the spring. We will get going at 1:05 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday afternoon with Jack McMullen and Gabby Sanchez. I'm Steven Strom. We do have a action-packed grab-and-go pregame show. A lot of news to get to. We'll start with the lead, which I think is Thomas White, 21-year-old number one prospect, left-hander for the Miami Marlins. Clayton McCullough, unprovoked, first thing in his media availability. Here's what he had to say about Thomas White's injury.
Thomas White has a grade 1 right oblique strain. Looks like the timeline for that 3 to 4 weeks is we're anticipating before return to play. So I'm sure, knock him out the rest of the camp and then we'll get him back healthy and, get his season going. He felt it in Dunedin the day he pitched and didn't think a whole lot of it. And then, the next day, kind of the area where he was feeling it, I just, presented those symptoms and that was the diagnosis. It's easy to forget just how young he is. I mean, his talent and performance has, and rightly so, got him to a position where, he's very close to, impacting our team here. And, it's his first major league camp. And, he's gotten so much exposure and so much hype around him. And he's a great kid. He's handled everything, very well, good head on his shoulders. And so unfortunate that, he's just going to miss some development time here in the early part of the season. If there's any silver lining to it, at least it's now, and there's still a lot of season left.
All right, so a lot to unpack there from Marlins manager Clayton McCullough. We'll first start with just Thomas White in general. We saw him a couple of days ago. He faced the Blue Jays. He threw 28 pitches, 16 for strikes. He did just pitch an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, but he also faced Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He K'd Dalton Varsho. He faced Alejandro Kirk. So he played the Toronto Blue Jays A team. Maybe this is a case of someone that was overhyped and that he had the adrenaline going and all of a sudden you're trying to throw too hard, whatever it may be. Unfortunate news for Thomas White, but you heard Clayton McCullough say a couple of important things. First of all, he did admit that he's very close to impacting this team at the major league level, which is great. The other good news about this, the silver lining, is yes, it's March 1st and this has happened. It's a grade 1 oblique strain. So hopefully Thomas White over the next couple of days and next couple of weeks can get the right treatment in rehab and not get rushed back, which the Marlins will not do. But there's a lot of good talking points from that. I'm sure Gabby and Jack will get into it as we play baseball at 1:05. We do have some good news, but you're going to have to wait. Coming up next, we will hear Chris Paddack on what he's working on in this start against the Nationals. He will go opposite Brad Lord. We're playing baseball at 1:05, Marlins Nationals on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Miami Marlins fans, we celebrate every victory together. But when life throws a curveball and you're injured at work or due to someone's negligence, you need a team who knows how to win. At Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, we're not just advocates. We're your champions in personal injury and workers' compensation cases. With decades of experience and millions recovered for our clients, we ensure you get the compensation you deserve. Don't face the opposition alone. Let us step up to the plate for you. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, where Miami's injured find their strength. Call us now or visit our website, wernerhoffman.com. Let's win this together.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to loandepot.com and let us help get you home. That's loandepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
This is Braxton Garrett, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
All right, Marlins Radio live from the Cacti Park of the Palm Beaches on a 77-degree Sunday afternoon. Hello, Grab and Go pregame show. Steven Strom, Gabby Sanchez, Jack McMullen, Chris Paddack will take the ball for the second time. 30-year-old right-hander who, again, was a former Marlins selection in the 2016 draft. Again, second time taking the ball for Clayton McCullough's Marlins. Here's Paddack on what he's working on, but it's definitely not going to be on the scouting report.
I won't give all the information because I know there's coaches and players out there that will probably be playing this and take advantage of, hey, Paddack's working on this. He might take this into the season a little bit more. Being a veteran guy now, you come into spring ready to go. That way, there's no catching up to do. You can really sharpen your tools. I'm a really big fan of the pitch design because not only do I get to work on it against another color jersey, but I also get to work on it against our guys that are giving us live feedback that we might need to maybe take into the game. So far it's been great. The energy in the clubhouse, all the catchers, all the pitchers, position players. We really do have a scrappy team here, and we're excited and we're hungry.
All right, classified info from Chris. So he's not going to give away what he's working on, but we did see him on Tuesday against the Phillies. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 21 pitches, and 13 strikes. Paddack will go opposite Brad Lord, 26-year-old right-hander, who made 48 appearances, 19 starts for the Nats last year, 4.34 ERA. We actually saw him twice. He threw against the Marlins 3 combined innings, 1 run. He is, again, making his second appearance today. He threw Monday against the Phillies, same team that Paddack faced in his first spring start. Followed Jake Irvin in that game, went 2 frames, gave up 1 run. So Brad Lord will go opposite Chris Paddack in about 11 minutes. We also have some good news on the other side. Kyle Stowers, he did get his imaging on that hamstring. You'll hear him next. 1:05 first pitch. Stick with us on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro Signs and Metro Wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
I got a cavalcade of notes that I want to get to you from Clayton McCullough this morning. Hello, everyone. Steven Strom. I was going to say Clayton McCullough, Gabby Sanchez, and Jack McMullen. 1:05 first pitch. We're live here from West Palm Beach. It is Brad Lord. It is Chris Paddack. They will feature our matchup on the mound. So I did want to get to Kyle Stowers. He did speak to the media this morning. Remember, he's been dealing with a hamstring injury. Here with Stowers this morning.
I thought the MRI was super encouraging news. I think, this time of camp, you exercise an abundance of caution with things. And so, I'm glad we did our due diligence and, feel super clear about, moving forward, not too concerned about missing time. So started feeling it a little bit on Wednesday, and then Thursday, I think, in the game, it was pretty sore, but played the whole game. And, it's just kind of one of those things when soreness lingers, you kind of just want to, make sure everything's all good. And so that's what we did. Feeling a good spot. Feel really good about where things are at and where we're heading.
All right, so there you heard it. Kyle Stowers feeling good, and everyone can take a deep breath after a couple of just unfortunate instances, obviously this morning with Thomas White, but good news on the front of Kyle Stowers. Couple other notes I want to get to. Griffin Conine, he will play first base for the first time in his career. So excited to see Griff. Him and Christopher Morel are going to kind of switch back and forth at that position. Graham Pauley, he is going to make his spring debut in DH, and guys will start to play some back-to-backs after the off day on Wednesday. Last note, Bradley Blaylock, one of the signees that the Marlins were able to ink to a deal from the Colorado Rockies. We're going to see him in the next couple of days as well. He has not thrown in a game, but he's been doing work on the backfield. So good news on those fronts, and most importantly, Kyle Stowers, A-OK. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Gabby Sanchez, he is ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. 26 days until opening night. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins spring training baseball. It is next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Miami Marlins fans, we celebrate every victory together, but when life throws a curveball and